for sale by owner, there are a lot of questions that you need to be thinking of to find the answers to. One major question you should be asking is what exactly happens during the option period? When you as a seller receive an offer and they have, let's say, a 5-day option period, sometimes in some states that's called a due diligence period. What does that mean to you? Are you guaranteed that that buyer is going to make it to the closing table and purchase your home? Or is that just another surefire way to know that the buyer is protected, you're putting yourself at risk, you're taking your time off the market in hopes that this buyer moves forward to the closing table? We're gonna dive in and look deeper into what the actual option period means to you, the homeowner who is wanting to sell their home on their own with absolute confidence. Hi, my name is Ashley Mullenix, creator of For Sale by Owner DIY. This is a course where I help homeowners to sell their home on their own through providing them the support and education that they need to do so with absolute confidence, allowing them to save thousands of dollars at the closing table. Before we get too far into this, let's first define what an option period is for a buyer. When a buyer purchases your home and they submit an offer to you, they may or may not request a time slot where they have the opportunity to inspect the property. In the state of Texas, when the buyer asks for, let's say, a 5-day option period, you as the seller essentially are agreeing to allow that buyer the opportunity to have inspectors come out to the home to do a general inspection of the home. They could have an HVAC technician come out and look at the AC of the home. They can have a roofer come out and look at the roof. They can have a foundation expert come out and look at the foundation. They are able to do their due diligence during the option period to make sure that they want to move forward with the purchase price of the property. Next big question, can they request repairs? The answer is yes. Buyers are able to request repairs based off of their findings during the inspection, because really they need to justify the request that they're making. If they're asking you to replace the roof, they really need to justify the fact that a roof is in fact needed. Now, just because someone requests a repair does not mean you, the seller, have to agree to the repair. This is where negotiations come in. Really, negotiations happen prior to accepting a contract, and then they continue during the option period if an option period was given, because they're not always option periods. In the state of Texas, an option period is something that is one, negotiable, and two, someone gives a nominal fee for that time, meaning the buyer pays for the right to have an option period. If for whatever reason, at least in the state of Texas, if that buyer walks away during the option period, you, the seller, get to retain whatever that fee was agreed upon in the contract. However, in the state of Texas, that buyer can retain their earnest money, which is their show of good faith money that they put down on the home. So if someone decided to walk away during the option period, you get the option period money, but the buyer gets to retain their earnest money. As you hear me talking, obviously I continue to say in the state of Texas. Why? That's because I am a licensed realtor in the state of Texas. Does the option period function differently in other states? The answer is yes. So my advice to you, if you're watching this video as a homeowner who is trying to sell their home on their own, reach out to your local title office. They will be able to tell you how the option period is written in the contracts that were promulgated for your state. For example, I know in the state of Arkansas, there is an automatic given 10-day option period for free to the buyer, meaning you as the seller, you are obligated to give the buyer a free 10 days to inspect the property, and they can still walk away if they're not satisfied with any repairs they may want to negotiate. To highlight whether or not you, the homeowner, have to agree upon those repairs, I want to drill this into your head. Everything is negotiable. You are not obligated to repair anything on your home, but you also have to keep in mind that there is someone purchasing your home. So there are some things that could pop up on a inspection report that could be harmful to the buyer who wants to purchase your home. For example, if there is a true need for a roof replacement and you, the seller, are refusing to file an insurance claim to replace the roof before the buyer moves in, that buyer could purchase the home and have an uninsurable roof, meaning they are going to have to pay cash out of pocket to replace the entire roof. Because no matter what happens, whether there's a hailstorm in 20 months after moving in, they will not be allowed to file a claim that the roof had a pre-existing condition on it. And that will cause harm to the buyer. Obviously, in a situation like that, you might want to work with the buyers to make the purchase more of a blessing and not a burden, because I have not encountered too many buyers who want to move forward with the purchase of a property where something major on the home will be uninsurable. So when you are negotiating, do consider things like that. Obviously, you don't have to, but you could lose a buyer by not being willing to make some repairs that could be harmful to the buyer if they move forward with the purchase price of the home. I hope this provided you a little bit more clarity today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, find me on Facebook, message me there. I am happy to answer any questions you might encounter along in your journey to selling your home on your own. Also, I have provided a link down below, website. I would love for you to check it out. It'll let you know everything that I have to offer you, the homeowner. My goal is to empower you and educate you so you can understand the simplicity of selling your home on your own, because I genuinely have a heart to see you save thousands of dollars in the sale of your home. It is not rocket science. There is an industry out there that wants you to think that you absolutely have to list with a realtor or you're going to lose money if you don't do it. And that is so far from the truth. You are absolutely capable of doing it on your own. You can save thousands of dollars, maybe pay off debt, buy a boat, start your retirement fund. There's so many opportunities available to you. So don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have questions, and I will see you in the next video.